Hello, Railgan here with another ZvT, and today we're going to have a look at Mech in the ZvT and how I open with a 3-hatch opener once again. I know you guys haven't seen many 3-hatch openers from me because I actually have no idea how to properly open with 3 hatches in this matchup. But I'm still going to try and show you guys how I win with a 3-hatch opener against Mech. As always, if you want to replay, it's down in the description for free to download, as well as all my other replays. So if you want to see the game a little bit slower and actually check it out, like what's actually happening, all the timings, you're always free to download the replay and note them yourself. I'm going to kind of give my thoughts on this game right here. I'm going for link speed. I kept mining gas, so I'm getting the overlord speed as well to get some scouting done. I took the fast hatchery once again around 2:45. It's a bit quicker. No, I think I took it a little bit later at like 3:15 this game. I put down a creep tumor with my first queen from the main immediately after I injected my main. And he's going for a Banshee Hellion opener. That is going to be quite interesting to deal with here. What I do have is very quick saturation. I know he went for factory because my overlord scouted it right there, and also saw the starport, so I figured well it's probably going to be something with Banshee, and usually they take a fast third command center behind this because it's a pretty greedy opener that you're pretty safe with, because Hellions are good. It's always interesting how the meta changes, right? At first you have like, whoa, you have to go marine tank evac, and then they're like, well, we can actually just go pure marine. And they're like, no, Hellions are really bad. Like Hellion openers are just bad in this matchup. Now they're like, Hellion openers are the best. I think it might have something to do with the fact that the tank got nerfed, that the Ravager got nerfed, so and tanks got buffed, so Roach Ravager is a lot weaker. But it's still kind of interesting to me how the meta changes over time. I can't quite get my banings out in time on this game. Because actually I don't know why I didn't make baning. Some banings would have helped me a lot here. Because I do have the baning nest. But he's just kind of poking around with his Hellion Cyclone combo, Hellion Banshee combo. And he actually keeps up with my fast 3-hatch opener pretty easily here. Not sure if it was good of him not to throw away his entire army there, but I think it's fine. I'm making some safety banes right now. I'm playing this pretty greedy by getting the baning nest, the +1/+1 and the Hydro Den. I don't actually know if this is going to be a mech game at this point. I do have overlord speed, but to be honest I kind of forgot about overlord speed. So I should scout that he's going for a very mech opener, but I think I'm going to realize it once I see all the Hellions over here. Small run, but I'm like, oh, already have the infestation pit on the way, I have a 4th hatchery on the way, I have a 5th base done, and I droned up quite a bit to 74 workers, which is a pretty good count. I'm getting a 6th base right now because he might kill, 5th base right now because he might kill one of my bases, and that would be bad for me. So I'm trying to do some link baning run-bys here, scouting around a bit, seeing what I can find, seeing a lot of tanks. And he's kind of abusing the fact that I'm not building any mutas by not building any Force or Vikings. And he's actually going to pull some SCVs as well. It's not really an SCV pull as in an all-in SCV pull, more of an SCV pull as in I want to repair my units and push a little bit longer. Right now I don't really have any of my crucial tech done. I have no Spire. Spire just finished. Greater Spire, it's not on the way yet. And I see him pushing over here, so I'm trying to get a funnel off. I think the infestor might die. Yep, it does to the tank. SCVs kill that rock, and this is kind of hard for me to hold right now because he has so many Hellbats. Like he put all his money into Hellbats, and Hellbats are really good against links, so going my sling is kind of bad, and at the same time the tanks are really good against all my links, but we're going to see how strong queens really are here, because I did build a lot of queens, and as you can see not a single queen has fallen yet. I keep transfusing, still transfusing. These tanks are shooting at my queens over and over again. I'm just flooding him with units right now. and I keep transfusing my queens. So how do you deal with mass tank? Well, you just build queens. Like the it's almost a joke how strong the queens are. Because they have so much HP, they're not armored, so they don't take the bonus damage, and eventually my links manage to clean everything up just by relentless non-stop injecting. And that I showed that fight in like 50% speed or 75%, so it would have happened a lot faster. You really need to be on point with your transfusions and still have your queen spread out the way I did, because else the tanks will just kill them. And it's kind of hard to control, because at the same time you also have to get the banelings on the hellbats and make sure the banelings don't stack. You don't want all your links to die to the hellbats, and you still have hydralisks and overseers that need to deal with the banshees. So it's kind of weird, but we made it happen. That's good. 6 queens, boys. Queens, good unit. Brodaling there. Sneaky. And then actually managed to get into his natural. And his push was... He does have a third base behind. The only reason why it was so strong is because he did not build any... any anti-air units. He now starts adding ravens to his cyclone tank combo, but I have a lot of money at home that I'm not spending right now, so I should add some greater spire units. I do have the vipers. Vipers would have helped me a lot. Like if I put down 2 or 3 blinding clouds in that fight, then I would have completely destroyed him. Scans to see if actually scans with the ravens for burrowed units, and right now I think he is kind of okay-ish. I mean, he's like, I'm on 5 bases, I have my tank alien raven combo. That's good. Small harassment on the left side with links, nothing going on there. I still have some hydras. I don't really need the hydras right now, but they will be a good help against the Vikings. I think I'm getting a lot of Broodlords, so I can do a Broodlord push. Broodlords against the Ravens are kind of an iffy thing, kind of hard to make work. I need a lot of banelings to deal with the Hellbat. Like, he makes an insane amount of Hellbats. He has 19 Hellbats right now. That could be 4 command centers. How many factories with reactor? 1. Factories with reactor constantly producing the megas. I'm closing in from 2 angles. Parasitic bomb on the Raven. And yeah, all that's left for me are Corruptors, Raven, Corruptors, Vipers and Broodlords. I only have my high-tech units left, and I'm constantly spamming links at my home base right here. Links and Hydras, and over here we have the fights. He doesn't really build much anti-air, and my Broodlords are now here. And he somehow has to kill them, but he doesn't really have many units that shoot up. He has a couple Vikings, but my queens are already here as well. And if he pushes in like this, then the the Broodlords do a lot of damage as well. I'm trying to get some transfusions off here on my Broodlords, queens being the MVPs once more. Now I have not only Broodlings but also Lings here. With plus 3 damage, I'm not sure if he has it, yes he does. Plus 3 damage in Blue Flame, the Hellbats one-shot my Lings, so Lings are kind of useless. And the tanks take quite a while to die, because he does have a lot of armor upgrades. But the Broodlords are slowly pushing through here. It's like a really slow push. He's still at 140 supply fighting here. He's losing one tank after the other. And I'm now starting to fire at the Planetary. He's finally adding the 4s, and 4s are going to be very useful here. I have to somehow kill the Vikings, but I kind of failed to focus fire them, so he's still alive here. And my Broodlord count is diminishing. Like it's going lower and lower. And the Planetary is still alive as well. He's running out of money to actually repair it right now. Trying to kill the SCVs with my Lings and the mules, of course, so I can actually kill it. And slowly, after losing all my Broodlords, I'm finally pushing through here, constantly flooding him with Lings. So, because I'm building so many Lings, I have a lot of gas. That means I can add a lot of tech units right now, like new Broodlords. Burrow the Ling there, so you can't just retake it. That queen is kind of dying, or going to die. If I spread a little bit more creep, because I do have the tumors here, that would have been great. I think I'm going to do it now. Yeah, creep down here, overlord here to spot. Getting the Ultralisk Cavern, and I'm preparing for my final push, I think. Broodlords. Yeah, Ultras are like, the 4 is really good against all high-tech Zerg units, but in the end, without Hellbats, they die to Lings. And Lings are one of the few units that actually trade cost efficient against Spores. Ravagers are another one. And he still has Vikings here, but he kind of has to lift them to fly away from my Lings. And yeah, he would have lost his 5th base again. Broodlords are coming in, and he has to GG out and leave the game. So this was a little bit different of a mech game. I think you guys might want to see that engagement again. Here. Have a quick look at it. Because this was really the turning point, right? He's actually up in supply right now, quite a bit, because I'm not really spending my money and I'm investing a lot into tech. You're really going to see how I spread out my units here. The key's up in supply, right? Because Hellbats don't cost a lot of supply. So I have my queen spread out all the way. Some Hydras are going to die, and I'm going to transfuse. See, the queens get transfused. Over here, the tanks are shooting, these tanks are all shooting at my queens. Transfusions. Slowly pushing him back over there. And then, once only tanks are left, the Lings go in and clean up the tanks. That's pretty much that. So I want to thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and if you have any questions, as always, feel free to comment. I read all your comments, and with that being said, see you tomorrow. Bye!